Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what's...
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Bengals getting set to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
Mayfield now from the 50. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On second down, Mayfield again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your...
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down. Murray. He's going to loft one deep left. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe...
There goes Duke Johnson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big run there by Johnson. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Green, 39.
Mayfield on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well.
Personal foul.
I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go now. Green.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it with Johnson. taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal from the one.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now let's go!
Now Mayfield on third and goal. And he fends him off. Keeps himself upright. Flushed it, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
Gone!
Operating from the gun. Murray, open man as Uzomah. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Here's to run with Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mayfield down, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Kevin Huber now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Landry now on the return.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. And again, it's Mayfield. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Brown able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Second down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Now let's go. Green.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go now.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
39.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's right. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Set to Valve, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Off play action. Murray. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Off the play fake. Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's a give to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 20! And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
On 1st down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down, Murray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Murray now. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Operating from the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.